Hello, and welcome back to the instructional video collection for Web 111, Introduction to Web Graphics. In this video, I will teach you how to use layers in Photoshop and demonstrate why they are useful. In this exercise, I'm going to show you how layers could be useful in a real situation. Let's say we've been asked to create a trophy case for a sporting goods store. We need to put a trophy in their case, graphically of course. Let's start by opening the graphical representation of their case, which is Extend 3.1 Marketing graphic.psd. File, open. Now, let's turn on the Layers panel. Notice these different layers for this image. These are all layers. And this eye here actually means that you can see the layer. If we turn the layer off and on, you could see the difference. Okay, we need to turn all the layers off except the background and inside layers. On, off, 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 off. Now, let's select the inside layer. We now need to open the file where the trophy is located. So let's open 3.1 trophy.psd. There it is. It'd be easier to work with these images if they were both on the screen together. So let's look up at the application bar and select the Arrange Documents tool. And I personally like to see them side by side, though you can see that there's a lot of different options. Now we can work with these images easily together. To move the trophy into the case, let's select the Move tool from the toolbar. Now click on the trophy and drag it over to the case. Drop it anywhere because we're going to transform it once it's there. Let's go ahead and close the trophy image as we are finished with it. Our working image should now be maximized. Now we need to reduce this size, maybe rotate it a little bit. So let's hit Control T to open the transformation tools. The transformation tools are really neat. You can rotate it, reduce it. So let's grab a corner and make it smaller. And now move it into the case. About there. Maybe make it a little smaller because it's going to have to show through that window. When you have it just the way you want it, hit Enter to accept the transformation. Now notice that we have a new layer in our Layers panel. This is the trophy. So let's rename this layer to Trophy. Go to Layer Properties, Trophy. Okay. Now let's turn on the other layers to see how it looks. Weird, we can't see the trophy. Well, that's because the opacity of the glass is so high, we can't see through it. So let's click on the front panel layer and change the opacity. It's at 100% right now. Let's say 25%. It's kind of low. Let's maybe make it 35%. You can see it gets darker and darker. That looks about right. Now, if we wanted to go back and change the trophy, the way the trophy appears in the case, let's just turn off these and hit Control T again for the transformation. Reduce it some more. Maybe move it a little bit. Enter. Turn these back on. Pretty cool. Okay, I like it. I think that looks good. Now, if we were going to email this image to our client, a PSD file is actually rather large, so we would want to save it in a different format, perhaps a PNG or a TIFF, something to that nature. So what we'd want to do, since we do have all these layers created, we're going to want to flatten the image, and then we can convert it to one of those types. So let's flatten the image now. Just like that. And now we can save it. Let's just call it trophy case. JPEG is fine. Save. Okay. Okay, now it's called trophy case JPEG. Wonderful. That'll about do it for this lesson on layers. Hopefully it was helpful to you. Stay tuned for the 5th video where we'll be drawing and painting with color. Look forward to seeing you then. Thanks.